Crouch. Bind. Set.
Joe presents the House of Rugby, together with Guinness.
Pack it up, pack it in. Let me begin.
Please.
This week's House of Rugby, brought to you by Joe, together with our friends at Guinness.
Don't ever do that.
Where do you get
House of Payne.
your starts from? And
Crisscross. Is that
they,
jump?
It's possibly
Almost.
the last song I would associate with you.
What House of Payne?
What is the song?
Yeah,
It's my house.
yeah. Pack it up, pack it in.
Oh,
Good
it's a
afternoon.
different song.
Okay, all right.
That's just the usual trumpeting he likes to do.
This is sort of like one of those when you pull away and you haven't quite managed to find the right gear. It's sort of I've started this show in third,
right.
and it's a very slow pick.
I'm glad you cleared up where
Yeah.
you're pulling away from.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome along to Mr. Mike Tindall. And seatbelts on, gum shields in, crash hats strapped on as we welcome back the one and only Mr. Joe Marler. How are you, Joe?
Hello, Alex. Thank you very much for having me back.
We've
Although
been
it
waiting
seems
a
like
while.
it wasn't really an invite. It's, a last-minute thing. Called up late last night because Hask's ill.
And basically, you're in London and it was convenient.
Yeah, even though it's really inconvenient because I don't live in London. But thank you for having me anyway.
Often, when people get a last-minute call-up in sport, they often deliver of their best. Is that not true? No pressure, etc. Do you feel that you are in that mindset?
I would
Coming here today,
No,
Joe.
I've got something in my eye, and
Right.
I think it was Xander. You've now fucking run off, you coward.
Well, he's gone to edit the show. 'cause
Okay,
that's his
sorry.
job, so he'll be
And
back
secondly,
So that
just
won't
on
be
that
in it.
comment,
Which comment?
you said, usually, late call-ups play the best. Give me an
Yeah.
example.
Martin Corrie, Lions Tour 2001, late replacement, arguably man of the series.
Goody filling in for Faz the other week.
There you go. Yes, 15 minutes until a European Cup quarter-final. Should we go on, or
Do
does
you want
that
us to dig,
answer
do
your
you want us to
question?
dig deeper?
They
or-
weren't huge,
You have to
they
remember.
weren't huge ones, to be
you have
honest.
to remember
lads.
Martin
you
Corrie, 2001 was utterly sensational.
I was
for the Lions.
11. I don't know what was going on
Well,
there.
you
fall
know,
into
ask
the
a question of a rugby noise, you get an
Yeah, well, exactly.
answer.
You fall into the bracket of Haas that you probably wouldn't, even if we could say anything and you wouldn't actually know whether it was true or
Not
false.
true. I actually know a lot of rugby.
Martin
just a
Johnson.
secret Rugby North.
1993, Wade Dooley's father very sadly passed away the night before England-France. Johnson was summoned from Leicester, started for England.
Never
Not
looked
a very
back.
good game, but that launched his career. Looked
Okay,
like
fair.
a man of ball.
Fair. Although I would say,
And
what
Lions
was,
Tour 93 as well.
what was the
Martin
time
Johnson.
span between being called up and him delivering?
24 hours.
Bullshit.
Yes.
It takes longer to get to New Zealand.
No, this is England-France in the Six Nations. You had to get from Leicester to London, which does take the best part of 24 hours.
I call bullshit. He played a great game on the plane on the flight over.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
Yeah.
All right, you win. Well done.
Thank you.
1-0 you. Helmet.
James, as you said, has the flu.
Does
I spoke
he?
to him earlier. But he'd make a very good Beecham's advert. It's sort of one of those rather sorry for himself tones to his
Bad man.
phone call. Are we sympathetic?
No.
He said he'd overcooked
No way.
it.
Hello.
No, it's a bit more nasal. It's a little bit like the
It's
Beatles.
probably because
That's quite Peaky
he got his
Blinders.
macros wrong or something.
He's also been very
He
busy.
ate a carb.
Yeah.
He's like, "Ugh."
Exactly. Not a lot of sport, but a lot of love.
Yeah.
A lot of love.
It's great to see Joe drinking the brand new clear Guinness that's just
Very
come
Guinness
out.
clear.
Yeah.
It's the new vodka Guinness has brought out. It's just a pint of.
It's delicious.
It's lovely.
Where's your meat? You had your meat on the table a
Yes,
little bit earlier
I'm just
on.
going to get my meat out. That was a pun.
Good. Take us
Love
with
it
you
if
in
it
your
was
view.
It's obviously not. This isn't the final
packaging.
draft, but I
And
wanted
if you didn't know, it does have
It does have
Marler
Marler.
written on
It's got
front of
Marler.
it.
So we're looking at a fairly
Anyone wanna name
well-used
it?
brown paper bag,
It's not
which
well
is
used.
filled
It was
with.
just in my bag.
And what's it filled with?
Meat.
Yeah, no,
biltong.
biltong.
Homemade biltong.
And this is
can tell it's
homemade
good 'cause
by
it's
Joe Marler.
homemade.
It's fair hand.
It's
Essence-
moist because the packaging is.
I like that
is
word as well.
Weathered.
Moist.
Weathered.
Moist.
I promise
is
that
key.
my meat is moist.
Lovely. Before we started recording, we were sort of thinking of a slogan, and you simply came up with, "Do you want some meat or not?" Which I thought it's quite Ronsian.
That wasn't
in
a
terms of
slogan. I was
Oh.
asking. Do you
I
want
thought it
meat?
was Marler's meat. Do you want some meat or not? It's
No,
like
you implied
get a jingle
that.
going.
Do you
on
want the meat or not?
that. I would love some meat. I would like you to
Oh,
share the meat.
Yeah, we'll have it. But I don't.
Amongst us.
He keeps moaning about the fucking packaging just because it's not, perfect Wagyu King's shiny gold
Right.
leaf.
We've moved on from that.
All right, move on. Don't promote
Marler,
King's. then, just leave it at that
Marler's
one.
meat is now what I live for.
I haven't asked him to do this, but it's really kind of you. I'll be
Pleasure.
taking orders
Just tastes very good.
Available from any retailers yet, or just out of the back of your car as things stand?
out of the back of my car.
Okay.
But that makes it more, you know.
Stop him in the
authentic,
street, he
authentic,
will deliver.
authentic.
I will.
Aged in the boot of a Nissan Primera. What are you driving?
It's an Amarok.
What's that?
It's a truck.
It's a truck.
Look at Joe, you
We've
know
s-
he's driving a truck.
Yeah, that's very true.
What do you mean? Look at me.
We were discussing this the other day.
What are you driving, Mike?
A truck.
Roller,
Who's driving it?
Bentley.
Myself.
Have you? Do you drive? Do you drive the horse box?
The 2-box I can drive, but not the big one.
So that's the
Mrs.
trailer as opposed to the.
No, it's just a smaller version, but anyone with a license to drive it. But
Oh, really?
the wife drives the big one.
Really?
She's a proper trucker.
Has it got one of
She-
those coming through if you're doing the A303 to a?
No, it's actually got a really pathetic.
Are you talking about dragging horses?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not fucking going over the Antarctic, mate. It's not like.
It's like a trucker though, isn't it? Yeah?
You know your truckers, do you?
Yeah. Can't you just see? He definitely knows his truckers.
yeah.
It says on my
Probably
script.
seen it a few truck stops. That's about it.
It says on my
Weirdo.
script, welcome back to Joe, one half of our biggest episode ever. The calls to have you back on have been utterly overwhelming. It was quite something, that last show, wasn't it, Joe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I enjoyed it. I had
Did you
a
watch
laugh.
it back? Did you have a chance to reflect on the
Yeah,
performance?
I watched back the bits that I made sure I wasn't inappropriate in.
Good.
And I
favourite-
made sure that you cut out the bits. I
favourite
needed
bit
to double
was-
check that you cut out the bits that I told you to cut out. And you've built
My-
up some trust there, Si, wherever you are. Thank you for that. I appreciate that.
My favourite bit of that was, you should see my Nelson Mandela impression cut to something totally
I've had
ridiculous.
a lot of questions about that.
Have you?
Yeah.
Not
No
on this
more,
show.
though.
How was Easter?
Lovely. Thanks.
Little royal Easter egg hunt? Are they Fabergé eggs at Windsor Castle as opposed to sort of...
Oh, be careful with that
Don't
one. Oh,
yeah.
Don't drop
was
it.
given us by
Right, that
the-
one.
No.
Prince of Sudan in the late 17th century. Do you hide sort of ornaments around the garden? You're not, you're not going with me on this one. No? Just a little dairy milk.
It's you, same as everyone
The nod
else.
says it all. Joe, nice Easter?
I had a lovely Easter, yes.
What did you
It'd
do?
be cracking if it was a Fabergé egg.
Well, didn't it?
Kids wouldn't find it. I'll tell you what.
We didn't have Fabergé eggs at ours.
Did you not?
No. We had chocolate ones and we hid it around the garden.
What's your go-to?
Oh, on Easter Day, I love dairy milk. I'm much more milk chocolate than dark chocolate.
Well, that's a given.
Is it?
Who the fuck do you know is dark chocolate?
I think as you get older, you begin to move into dark chocolate territory. It's part of
because
the
society
rite of
tells you
passage.
to.
Yeah.
Let me drink whiskey and eat dark
No,
chocolate
yeah,
and have a cigar.
All those things
Mini
are
eggs?
very,
I
very
love
acceptable.
mini eggs.
What?
Mini eggs.
Yes.
The best thing about Easter.
Cadbury's cream egg goes in quite high at the list.
I like those Kinder sticks.
I think
You know,
like
with the kid with really white teeth on them. Oh,
Do you like?
because it makes you go. Well, it makes your teeth fucking white. There you go.
Do you like Kinder Surprise where
Jasper.
you get to play with a toy?
That's a far better one for children.
Yeah, no, but
Stop giving him shitloads of what you say. Just
Yeah,
like,
no, I
like
got
a
his
little
angle,
toy.
but I was trying to eyeball the fuck out of you because you're trying to go down that route of I'm a child, I'm thick as pig shit. But you keep that up, mate. See how that goes for you.
Okay, I will.
He's got a better beard than you. He's probably got a better lid if he decided to grow it out. He's going
I haven't got
Do you
a better
think?
lid, it's fucking fallen off.
I'm happy
is
to
it?
concede to the beard. I think on the lid, I'm just nudging in front.
yeah.
by choice, yours though.
Are you
Yeah.
choice? Are you out of choice?
Masking.
Are you out of
Masking.
choice?
Not anymore. Used to be back in the day. Not anymore.
So we all had nice Easter. That's very good.
How was your Easter?
Yeah.
Oh, very nice, thank you. I went down to Dorset. I actually swam in the Channel on.
The country house. Was it?
No, my sister's just bought a house down there. Very nice. She bought sort of bit of the county, and she has a very nice little cottage in Piddle Trentide,
Pardon?
What?
and it was barbecues.
Piddle
Trentide, yes.
Piddle Trentide.
Yeah.
That's a place, is it?
Yeah.
Piddle.
Yeah.
It's a bit wet down there.
And we had a very nice time in the sunshine. Bit of an Easter egg hunt. This is the sort of bit where I can already hear Xander just clipped up the in, and he's going to just clip up the out, and he'll just take this bit out when it comes to editing the show.
Why? Because of Piddleton
Lovely.
Tide.
What,
Piddleton
what's the main thing to do in Piddleton Tide?
Well, last weekend, sorry, I've got some biltong stuck in my throat.
Oh, fucking hell. Don't cut that out. I don't want it to cause
got some of
any
Joe's- got some of
choking.
Joe's meat
It's not
stuck in
choking
there.
hazard.
I'm
all right?
choking-
It's edible.
choking
This
on Joe's
helmet
meat.
just doesn't know how to eat meat properly.
We had just a very nice time. like family stuff.
Cool. Is this
Cousins-
going to be
cousins-
part of the
My
show?
daughter-
I imagine
my
when
daughter
you
went
say-
muting. She caught 67 newts in 3 days.
Muting.
Yeah.
67.
Which reminds
She muted
me,
67
actually,
people.
Did she put it that
It's just
back?
a quiet night
Did
for
she
her.
put them back?
No, she sort of gathered them up.
Are you
and
sure
then,
it wasn't
but
the
they
same?
all went back in the end.
Are you sure it's not the same newt?
No, it was 67 separate newts.
Hey, look at this one.
How do you know?
Because I was there and counted them all.
I'm
you
calling
then-
bullshit on that.
Yeah.
Eyebrows.
Did you then play charades?
No, we had a little bit of pétanque in the late summer sunshine, followed by billiards in the evening.
Patonk that
Yeah,
one.
very nice.
You've got to do it like that, yeah?
Martha Payne, age 9, who's my daughter, has tropical fish, and she has Harlequin fish, and one of them is called Marshmallow, which is a play on marshmallow, but it's because you're a Harlequin.
I got the joke.
She's 9.
Yeah, no, I get it.
She's 9. Could you say something nice in return?
I'm 100% fucking betting she's not watching
you-
this.
A,
She's 9.
Yeah, but could you not swear also? Because I might show her this clip, and if you just say,
You want to show her a fucking clip?
I don't want to show
About
this,
the
we're going to
fish.
move on.
Okay, Martha, it's so good to hear that you've named your fish. Was it after me or
Yeah,
was it
Marshmallow.
Gustav Marler?
Yeah, because it's a Harlequin tropical fish.
Oh, okay, so it is after me.
Yeah.
That's really lovely to hear. I hope you had a great Easter and whoop, 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 whoop. That was me being a fish for you.
That is absolutely brilliant, and we'll make her
So
week.
do. Well done.
Thank you for that.
No swear
touched.
words as well?
No, well, not too many. We can leave
Doable.
out the rest. Lots to get into this week. Most notably, the European Cup semi-finals. We'll look at the end-of-season blues, and in honour of what could be our final perfect poor 15, the boys are going to tackle a purely rugby-related team. Couple of holes.
No holes.
Joe's picked 2 15, so God knows where we're going to end up. We're going to start off where we left off 7 days ago. Thank you for the vast array of comments that we've had through social media. Thousands of support. It's quite interesting actually breaking down the various verticals in social media. Lots of love on Instagram, some interesting debate on Twitter, and some very, very, very weird shit on YouTube, which is sort of out of control. The latest message this morning came from somebody called Western Patriot. Hello to you. Thank you for tuning in. And he simply said, or she simply said, hypersensitive pussies.
What? Right. So, like that when you touch them,
They
they.
go off.
Maybe that's
It
what he's
works.
looking for in life. I don't know. But
Well, that's
whatever
easier.
it is.
That's
yes.
easier than being down
Yeah.
there for fucking hours.
Yeah,
trying to,
yeah.
real struggle
Very
with it.
true.
Yeah.
Real sore.
Martha, I hope
far
you've
better
tuned
to
out
just
by
go
this point, by the way. Kat. Yeah, I mean, did you watch last week's show? Did you get any sort of semblance of... We did give you a bit of hug on air,
Yeah.
because obviously you've been quite prominent on social media around the whole
Well, I just.
Furore.
It's Furore.
Furore. Imagine if it was-
Rocher.
Yeah.
He knows those.
Where
very
are you
well.
at with it all now?
I'm where I'm
With
I'm
the
where
story.
I was
I mean,
when
you're trolling. Where credit due. Credit. What is it? Credit due where credit's due.
Sack
Credit
him.
where credit's due.
Sack him. Sai, fucking
I've
sack
run out
him.
of credit. Credit where credit's due. Your trolling, in inverted commas, was, I think, some of the finest social media activity I've ever seen
I wouldn't
in the history of social media.
encourage people to troll.
No.
That's
So it's
trolling's-
sort of inverted trolling.
But it was more, just a bit of a light-hearted spin on
Lolling.
a situation that I was like, come on. Just,
Can you just explain for our non-Joe Marler subscribers what you did?
I tweeted a picture to Israel Folau
yeah.
of 2 men kissing and just put a love heart next to it.
Did Israel reply?
No. Still waiting for that. Mind you, we're not particularly close. I don't think we've ever really,
I don't think he's ever replied anyway.
Yeah, and, so
And to Billy?
and then Bill, it's just another little, come on.
Little dig in the ribs.
Just fucking just leave it. Just love.
Did he reply?
No reply. No.
Next time you see him, is it big bear hugs?
Well,
2 big bears hugging?
That'd be on him if he took offence to
Will you
me a
open
bit.
your arms to the hug?
But probably not, no.
Oh. Really?
Well, he plays for Satward. But give me the context.
You are walking down Oxford Street with Daisy after a nice day's shopping, and there's Billy coming out of Cafe Nero with a cup of coffee. This is so Partridge. With a hot cup of coffee. And you bump into each other, and at that point, you can either walk past, hug, raise an eyebrow, or
It depends.
fight.
Did he, when he bumped into me, did he spill the coffee on me?
no spillage.
All right, Bill. All right, Marler. You okay?
So
This Daisy. Oh, hi, Daisy. Hi, Bill.
Yeah.
Hi. Cool.
lovely.
What are you doing? Just in Oxford Street, getting a coffee from Cafe Nero. I was like, yeah, I know. Alex just told me.
Good. Well, I hope that's how it plays out.
Yeah.
Oh man. Did you know that the charity Stonewall got in touch with us today to say thank you very much indeed for the support from James and Nick? It's worth updating actually that Folau is about to go and face a code of conduct hearing on May the 4th following his homophobic social media posts.
He wanted that though, didn't he?
I think he wants that, yeah. Where do you stand on it all? What's your...
Look, I just think he's, whether it's right or wrong, and I don't believe in what Israel Folau put out on social media, but that is his beliefs.
Yeah.
I think, religion is a tough thing to get right. And if he believes in that, that's fine, but I don't think he should share it over a platform where he is a professional sports person. Whether we always talk about whether you're supposed to be someone who's looked up to. You don't ever get into rugby to be idolised or to be a role model. You get into for your own reasons because you enjoy the game or whatever. But he's allowed to believe whatever he wants to believe. That is the way of the world.
Mm-hmm.
You can have an opinion on everything, and social media makes that opinion, but he shouldn't really be sharing it on social media. I don't agree with him. There's be millions of people who don't, but there will be millions of people who do agree with him.
That's a very wise and sort of nuanced opinion. Which
But-
sort of puts you in the middle ground, which at the moment, in life in general, is not hugely populated.
I
You're
agree
either
with what
politically-
Joe said, and what Haas said last week is everyone should be allowed to be whoever the fuck they want to be. And if someone came up to me and told me I'm going to go to hell because I like to go out and get pissed every once in a while, I'll go, okay, that's your beliefs.
It's quite a traffic
not
jam on the way to
going
hell if that's the
It's
case.
not going to affect me in any way.
Yeah.
No,
But-
I agree with you. The issue comes where what you believe in directly affects someone else or affects their life because you're putting it on them or trying to influence them or harass them about what they believe in, rather than just, I believe in this, I believe homosexuals are going to go to hell. Right, that's what you believe. But don't go out and then in a position of power, to all his fans and all that lot, who a lot will be Christian or believe in faiths that think the same, but also a huge amount don't think that. And he's a rugby player. He signed up to be a rugby player. So you follow those code of conducts, and you also have your own beliefs behind closed doors. But that's not me saying you should keep your religion and your beliefs behind closed doors. They're not welcome in the world. Hatred isn't welcome in the world.
Yeah.
Like, if you start putting it on people that don't believe in what you believe as well, then that's wrong. Then that's the issue.
I thought what Will Genia said about it was quite interesting in the fact that he said in all our time, until 12 months ago, it's never affected the locker room.
Really? I didn't see this.
So he said it's never affected it's never actually been an issue. Because I don't believe that Israel Folau has never been in the company of gay people
Well, he was on the front page of Gay Times in Australia with Anna Mashi Cooper in terms of promoting...
So I can't see how he's ever gone up to someone and gone, you're going to hell.
Yeah.
So why... but then Will Genia has now said, he also said in that, he said, well, as now, because of what happened a year ago, it has affected the change rooms because he's put himself before that of the team.
Yeah.
Whereas he could have done it a year ago and made a mistake. He is now actively chosen after being told what you've done isn't really what we want to put out there, whether you believe it or not. Don't do it again. And he's then chosen to do what he believes in more than put the team first in terms of what's best for the team, which is him being in Japan.
It'd be fascinating to be a fly on the wall when he meets up with David Pocock, who said he wouldn't marry his girlfriend until same-sex marriages was legalised in Australia.
Is it legalised?
It is now legalised,
I
yeah.
was going to say, it's just a great get-out clause, that, isn't it? Perhaps.
But I think he's a bit more of a campaigner.
No, the law that is passed, love.
That was actually that was a joke for anyone who thought I was taking that seriously.
See, that's the thing, though. After everything you say, you now have to go. No, well, that's not what It's all about context and that. Like, fuck me.
It's tiring, isn't it? No, it's not. It's well worth fighting for.
No.
I wonder what his wife first. Well, his fiance thought at the time.
Yeah.
Just get out.
Billy, man of the match on Saturday, said afterwards he didn't mean to hurt anybody, but he believes in what he believes in. Is it parked now, do you think? Or the fact that he hasn't unliked the post and the fact that the noise continues?
No,
in some ways, we're guilty of that as well. I mean, has he admitted what you're asking for, which is I should have kept it to myself, but I believe what I believe? Is that acceptable, or is there got to be more?
But as Nick said last week, and Nick, has spoke a lot. Whereas Nick came, Nick was I didn't really have an issue with Billy because he wasn't preaching.
Well, he was almost forced into making a statement because people kept calling him saying, and excusing him, but I'm sort of putting context into it.
And he was just trying, but the great thing about Billy in terms of that is he said, look, I've done some of those things on that list. So I'm always trying to change. So he's just trying to explain.
I just don't think he articulated it very well.
It just didn't need to
he just didn't. He shouldn't have bothered.
But
I know you feel
yeah.
passionate about what you believe in, and you feel like you have to defend. But again, you go back to, well, I'm a rugby player.
Yeah.
People know me because I'm a rugby player, not because of
me sharing my beliefs and discussion about it.
So,
and
but we're
it goes back to
more
this.
And more of players. I mean, he didn't get it right, but I like players who offer something more than just.
That's because you're a
being
journalist and you want something to report.
But I think the game needs that.
Well, it goes back to when we
it does, as long as it doesn't overspill to go in.
But the comment you made on the show with Vernon about, I as a journalist, I'm not looking for stories, but if you want to be paid to play rugby union, you need to have characters and you need to have stories and you need to have passion points. If no one tells those stories and shows those stories and builds the occasion, then it's like the old... You'll be able to correct me on this. But does a tree make a noise if it falls in the wood when there's no one there to hear it? Kind of thing? If no one cares about rugby,
I agree with you and your shit analogies.
Yeah,
but you don't need players coming out and saying.
I'm going down. I'm sure. I can feel myself getting into sticky muck. I'm not. Yeah. This has got nothing to do with
saying
Billy.
You want characters in the game, but at the same time, that there is a lot of media outlets that push characters out of the game because they want to build them up, knock them down, build them up, knock them down. And for a player, and everyone goes, where are they all now supporting Gaza, or where are they all the people who've fallen off a cliff because of they had those vulnerabilities in terms of whether it be addiction or something else. You're quite happy to roll the roller coaster when it sells papers. I'm saying papers more than probably Sky Rugby Club.
I'm sorry, I've done many ills in my life, but Gaza is not a responsibility.
Yeah, but that is the sort of thing, and that's why players now get more sterile in terms of they don't want to talk to the media, because sometimes the one quip that you do say, and Alex even said, we keep things out of the papers. Yeah, maybe, but then you still put stuff that will sell you papers, right? And again, it goes back to headlines and all that jazz, but I just think you don't need to be outletting on social media anything about anything other than rugby, really. You don't need to be getting into those discussions because you're never in a win situation.
That's bullshit. It's rugby or
meat.
Or meat.
Marler's meat. Is the Billy thing done?
It's about to be chocolate as well, mate. I'll let you have some.
Thank you.
What's this Wizard's chocolate?
Mm-hmm.
Does it go well? You can get.
What do you mean,
chocolate.
Wizard's chocolate?
It's magic.
You've got Marler's meat and Tindall's wand.
Nah, I need to leave.
It's a very different show.
Can you get that taxi earlier, please?
Is the Billy thing done?
I'm done.
As far as you're concerned?
I'm done, yeah.
Move on. Okay.
Move on.
What happened? What did anything come out about what that guy said? That guy who...
The Munster fan?
Yeah. Was it...
No, Munster said we're not sure he's a Munster supporter. One or two clues there. I think what they said was he's not a member of the official Munster's supporters club.
But was it linked to that, or was it just an angry drunken Munster fan who was gutted that their team got
I
whipped.
don't know the answer to that.
Of
but I
people
think
just
the insinuation was that it was the
The
former.
insinuation, bad word. Don't actually know anything, so it's not actually news because you don't know what happened.
I'm just reporting the insinuation.
You might have been going, Billy, you were amazing.
I thought that meant
Well, I think the
when
two
you,
fingers
like,
up to him
make
kind of
things really
indicated
hot.
it was, unless he was like twice man of the match or something like that.
Victory. It just got it the wrong way around.
Yeah. We shall wait and see what happens to Israel Folau. And I suppose it'll also be reignited at that point on May the 5th.
Or 5th.
4th, you're quite right. May the 4th.
Thank you.
Should we talk rugby? Did you watch any of the... Well, you were obviously out in... Were you out in Clermont? Yes.
Clermont-Ferrand.
How was that, first of all? What a stadium.
What
I
an
think probably
unbelievable-
my favourite stadium on the European
it's
circuit.
Amazing.
Hairs on the back of your beard?
Yeah, the crowd were just phenomenal. Great. I love it. It's all like, it's a bit like housing estate type, really in your face, all concrete like that, and they're mental for it.
They
Loved
get
it.
massively on it from very early in the day.
Yeah.
I did a link at the Marcel Michelin one year. I think Leinster were playing them, and it was 11 o'clock in the morning. And as I did my link, I got hit by eggs fairly early in the day to be doing that. I mean, maybe it's just a sign of the presenter.
I
that
maybe
it was
they've
back
just-
then, but it's
maybe
still
they've just-
quite an early kick-off time.
Maybe they've just seen you previously.
Yeah, very good. I've just cracked that
I
myself.
know.
Done the
I
self-deprecating
like that.
humour.
Cracked.
Yeah. What happened?
Well, we lost.
Yeah. Any more
32,
detail?
32-27.
Yep. Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
They went ahead early doors in the first half, but old us would have probably folded and got 50 points put on us, but boys stuck with it. What are you fucking...
It's like
raising
the
your
cliche.
eyebrows
You're moving into sort of media cliche territory.
No, I'm fucking not.
You are.
What do you,
Boys
how,
dug in.
how else do you say it then?
Boys
All
dug in.
Okay, here we go.
Lessons
give
to
you,
learn.
let's
Boys
give
dug
you
in.
This one
Very
then.
proud of the comeback.
Right, we lost 32-27.
Yeah.
They went ahead early.
Yeah.
We came
Why?
back.
Why did you not start the game well?
I don't fucking know.
Right.
And then, yeah, we lost.
Okay.
That was no cliches, but unbelievable experience.
Proud of the lads.
Proud of lads.
Lessons
went
to
to
be
the
learned.
trenches, went to the well.
We go again next
Lessons
week.
we were, all the young boys come through. Great experience. Fucking shut up.
Did you see any of the other rugby union played this weekend in the European competitions?
What other games were there?
There was
Suggest no.
There was
There was
Saracens,
Munster versus
Munster, and
Sarries.
Leinster Toulouse.
When was that? On Saturday?
Yeah, the weekend. Yeah.
Briefly. And then Sunday. Who was Sunday?
Was
no, I was having a
Leinster
barbecue.
Toulouse.
Doing the egg hunt, wasn't I?
Were you
Yeah.
smoking the meat? Michael, did you watch any rugby? No, you were quite busy as well this weekend.
I was.
Should we
but
move through the analysis section of
I-
this show? We've never really spent too much time on it in the
I
past.
watched parts of every game,
Robert.
but not all of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was a little bit gutted about Toulouse. I thought they could go and do something, but they just got... Problem is with the way they play is they don't think about exit plans, exit strategies. They just want to play.
Like what you did there.
Exit. Is that one?
You did that, didn't you?
Yeah.
And they just got caught by a controlling Leinster team. I don't think that Leinster were at their best, but who else? Who was the other one?
Sarries Munster.
Sarries Munster. Sarries was just what Sarries are. Brilliant.
This is some of the most intense analysis I've ever been
And
subjected
then
to.
I thought the La Rochelle game would be a really high scorer, and it was proving out that way. And then I lost my bet because no one scored in the second half.
Do you not close out at half time?
Well, this was I was on the golf course.
Hard life.
It's a Saturday afternoon. You were
I
playing.
was fucking working.
You were grafting.
Grafting. One quick thing. Did you see the Sarries game?
Yes.
Coventry, very empty stadium
Yeah,
for
ridiculous.
a European semi-final.
Awful. Why was it there?
I don't know. You tell
Why
me.
wasn't it anywhere else?
Because I don't.
Well, because they have
why.
to have a certain capacity, I think, for semi-finals. But also, you've only got 2 weeks to put the tickets on sale, and you're asking a lot for supporters to go quarter-final, semi-final. But the fact that Sarries took 4,000 up there is, and that's, I think, being generous. It must be quite tough, mustn't it, to be a Sarries, to be part of that Sarries family and not have the support for big European days like that? Or is that just what it is?
Is that new?
What, the bar that you're kicking?
Yeah.
I think they've put it
I
in
think
just
I've ever
for,
hit.
But you put a cage for it, eh?
Yeah.
just in case
Is
you
that
get
just
five.
because
Do you
you're
usually
here?
have
Just because you're
What's
here.
a cage? What's the point in that cage, Si?
It's to keep. We have to reinforce the place with you in.
Yeah.
Just in case we've actually got like escape routes in case it gets unpalatable.
Oh, fucking.
We have to do health and safety when Marler comes back
Get
on the
locked
show.
underneath there.
Making that.
I think producer size left actually. He's
Yeah,
very quiet.
I think it must be hard, but again, they probably expected them to get through, so they're just waiting for the
So I
final.
was waiting for the final. Okay.
It's not that hard having your team win everything, is it? No. You're not really going to be that bothered here.
Who's going to win the final?
I think at the moment the way.
It is going to be a good final.
Yeah,
Isn't
I
it?
think Leinster need to play better, but I think at the moment Sarries will.
Do you?
Yeah.
Your anti-Irish thing coming through again?
No. I just think,
A little bit.
No, look.
I think Sarries will probably win. Yeah.
They're all their main players. I mean, Sexton hadn't played since December.
He went well though.
Yeah, he went all right.
We played the Six Nations.
But then all of it, they're not playing that well, and I still think it must be quite hard to then drop people in, because unless they're going to play them for the rest of the season, and they might actually get better. But they didn't play great. Toulouse had some opportunities that they didn't take, and balls went to floor. But
Not bad. A team that's not playing well reaches the Harlequin final.
The Champions
Guinness
Cup Rugby Union.
they are an international team,
competition.
though, Leinster.
What do you mean?
Well,
From 1 to 5?
Yeah.
1 to
1 to
15?
5. Is that when the team ends in your mind?
Fuck me, mate.
Either side.
Barely
Nothing
starts.
matters outside 1 to 5.
Super
does it?
Sixes don't play 5-side.
Yeah.
Super Sixes
What do
slightly
you do?
bigger, not allowed to slide tackle.
Are you really good at football?
Fucking yeah.
Go on. Did you ever play football as a kid?
Yeah.
What position were you?
Goalkeeper.
Were you really? Yeah. Were you actually genuinely any good?
No. What?
No.
Do you not get my voice when I do sarcasm?
I don't understand 2/3 of the things you say.
No, I play Super Sixes occasionally on a Vets League on a Monday night.
Do you?
Don't tell the club.
Have you hit vets yet?
Well, in Super Sixes I have. We're getting
Well,
fucking run round by 18-year-old kids.
Do you
the
drop
only
the
thing I've got
shoulder?
them and
Do you
it's
drop the
sledging.
shoulder?
No. And I got the ref in my pocket as well.
I bet you do.
Because when the lads are like shouting at him, I'm like, fucking hell, sir. I'm like, shut up. You do not speak to him like that. And he's like, what?
Bit of respect around the Super Sixes.
So now when our team, because we're not very skillful, we do slide tackle, which you're not allowed to do, lets us get away
What's
with
your
it.
team
and I'm
called?
like, cheers, sir. The receding rangers. Because half of us are receding and half of us are gingerhead. Don't want to offend anyone. It was in the context of my football team. Sorry.
Clever. Anyone else that we know in your Super Sixes team?
No, it's all mates.
Give them a shout out. Who's the leading goal scorer in the?
I don't know if
receiving
we've
ranks?
scored.
You haven't scored.
Probably Tony. Tony's probably scored
Really?
1 or 2.
What does Tony do
He's a striker.
No.
outside of the Super Sixes football court?
I don't know.
Don't know.
Plumber or something.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, good mate.
Dying art plumbing.
What?
Dying art. Not
No,
many people
it's
want to be plumbers anymore.
Well,
Oh,
not if they're trying to fucking
thatch-
paint
thatch
with metal
roofs
poles.
as well.
What do you mean dying art?
Being a plumber.
No one wants to be a plumber.
You should become a plumber. when
What's
you
that got to
hang
do with
up the thing.
art?
As in a skill set.
It is a dying art.
So you use fucking paintbrushes then?
Yeah. I'm going to do the mid-trail
Do
at
you
this
not
point,
find
which gives you
soldering
about 30
copper
seconds
as
to
an artwork?
to regather your composure. You are listening to the House of Rugby. I thought that was a really tepid analysis section of last weekend's.
Probably-
Neither
it'll
of us
probably just
wanted
get
to
cut
do it
out.
and you insisted on it.
It'll probably just get
That's
cut.
just like, guys, that's bullshit. Don't go there again.
You're watching the House of Rugby on Joe, together with Guinness.
Still to come, we're going to look at rugby players' summer.
Are we?
I've got that biltong stuck again. And the boys are going to pick a 15...
Si, make him do that again without that
The boys
bit
are
in
going to
there.
pick a 15 comprised of the very best players that they played with or against. But first of all, here's something else that you might like from Joe. Joe, the broadcaster, not Joe Marler.
I'll do something if you want.
What? No, from Joe.
Okay.
Thanks, Alex. I'm Russell Kane. This is Boys Don't Cry, the show where we perv in on men's secret thoughts and men and women get to hear exactly what we really think. Every week, I have a panel of 2 men and 1 lady auditor, just in case we stray into stereotypes which she can dispel with inside knowledge. So make sure you subscribe to Boys Don't Cry wherever you get your podcasts. I find mine in the garden.
Thank you, Russell. The final episode of Series 2 of Boys Don't Cry is out next Monday, starring Mr. James Haskell and his lovely wife. He gets about, doesn't he?
What? He's married.
In a media context.
Okay. Yeah, he does. He's loving it. He's prepping, isn't he?
The old shagger.
What?
The old shagger. He told a
Mine
story
nickname.
last week about the shag. Is it?
No, it's TS actually, but don't worry about it.
Total shagger?
Top.
Top shagger.
Top.
Do you want to put any meat onto that bone?
What more do you need? I'm a top shagger.
Okay. Be sure to check out Shagger and his lovely wife Chloe. Explosive is the word that I have been given to describe it. That won't come as a huge surprise to any of us. Don't forget to check out the House of Rugby Facebook group. Lots of good chat happening on there every week, and we welcome the floods of new followers every week. Does that work? Yeah, I think so. The season is coming to an end, Joe. Are you very excited about the end of the season? Or
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you excited about the end of season rugby or the end of the season?
Both.
Okay. As summer progresses, we're going to get into some of the small print of a rugby summer over the next few weeks. But is rugby a job or a passion?
It's a job. Were you asking me?
Yes.
Oh,
Cut
yeah,
me
it's
the
a job.
percentages between job and passion.
It's a job.
100% a job.
Yeah, it's my job.
Okay.
I'm not passionate about it. I'm passionate about like winning. I'm passionate about being competitive.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say I'm like passionate about rugby.
Really? A little bit?
Do you want me to say something else?
Well, that's exactly the same as ask.
Okay.
For
you?
Sorry,
I
do you want, I
would
sound like
be-
I've said something really wrong. Do you want me to say something else?
No, you can say whatever you like.
I guess it's a rugby show, so I should... Oh,
No,
fuck.
no.
They're
I'm
going to be
genuinely interested.
disappointed
It is-
now, aren't they?
No, but it just shows that it...
So for every player, is it purely a job?
No, I'm not... I didn't... You said you asked
No,
me,
I'm not
on
broadening the
behalf.
question.
Oh.
Subject matter.
Well, I'll broaden my answer by saying I don't fucking know. Go ask them lot.
It's not.
Was it always
No,
just
it's
a job
not.
for you?
No, it's not. It's a job for some people. Sometimes it feels
It's
like
a job you love.
You know, sometimes it feels like a job and you hate it. But then a lot of the time when you're hanging out with 30 of your best mates, it's a job that you really enjoy. But it is a job. It is, what time are you in? 9 till 4?
Is that your day? 9 till 4?
No, 5.
You get
My
up.
day is 5 till 5.
You get up at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
How
But
many
then
days
that's
a week?
because I live in the arse end of nowhere.
Yes, that's the day Hask said last time he was in the truck.
Yeah.
You get up at 5 a.m. How many days a week do you get up at 5 a.m.? 5? 4.
4 days.
Jesus. And what time do you have to be in the club?
7:30.
See, I was being...
Yeah, that I can see as a
Oh,
Oh,
job.
mate, it's a job. It's a job. But that doesn't mean just because I'm not passionate about
Do you
it,
get
like, doesn't
tired?
mean I don't love it. I love doing it. But
Yeah.
do I get tired?
What time do you get to bed?
Depends what's on. Game of Thrones last night, wasn't it? You into that? Fucking into it, mate.
Are you?
So good.
So that's way past your bedtime.
Not sure whether I was happy about Arya getting nailed or not. Oh, sorry, spoiler alert if anyone hasn't watched it.
Yeah, it's still a bit weird because
Weird.
according to the book,
I was trying to figure out how old she was.
yeah, but she's not. So
Yeah.
yeah, a bit weird. Probably cut that bit that was marginally
No, I like it. I like tangents.
like oranges and satsumas.
Yeah.
But I quite
Delicious.
She's one of my
Good
favourite
vitamin C.
characters at the moment. The
I
way
love
when
her.
she was like,
She's
getting
brilliant.
make this weapon, and Gendry was like, oh, I'm not going to do it. I've got other things more important. And she started throwing knives right next to each other, and he was like, yep, I'll get on it.
Or when she was on the wall, another spoiler, and the Hound and the One-Eyed, what's his name?
Dondarrion.
There we go. And she's like, "Fuck you, you miserable bastards."
I'm not hanging out with you.
I'm like, yeah, I like that. I like her. She's good.
She's changed. Her character's been good.
Are you
watch it? Sorry.
No. I started, but I didn't finish.
What'd you do?
It's the first time in Game of Thrones that's happened.
Yeah, possibly. I'm sort of saving it all up to do it in one big binge.
Yeah.
Blue balls. Like what you're doing there.
What's Blue Balls?
Carry on.
What is Blue Balls?
Yeah, fuck it. Sorry, tell him, please.
Bang on.
I was making innuendos because you were like, I started but didn't finish.
I see what you've done there.
Thing,
Very
and then
clever.
you said you were going to build it up, and I said, oh, I like
Yeah.
blue balls.
Good.
You were probably thinking of Pretoria or something, you fucking gnaws.
Do you mean bluebells, the flower? Can you go into that?
You're not allowed to cut bluebells off, are you? Is they saved by the Queen? Are they protected by the Queen?
Is that
on, you
right?
know this.
I will ask.
What is it? Did he say that?
Swans. You're not allowed to touch swans.
Well, it's nothing like bluebells. Why have you got that wrong?
No, I haven't got it wrong. I'm just adding to your list of things you're not allowed to touch by order of the Queen.
Do next bit then.
Are you straight out of the door as soon as the final whistle goes after the last game? Or do you have to sort of debrief and testing, and do you talk about next season at the end of this season? What's the end of season like? Is it like the end of term, or is it a bit more
All right.
D-mob
I
happy?
don't know what it is. We had an end of season review and everything.
And do?
So,
And do? End of season do?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, bloody lads.
yeah,
What was
And
it?
we
Probably.
get end of season appraisals.
yeah.
Do you?
There's some classic stories with them ones.
Go on.
Well, there's
What do you get in your end of season appraisal?
No, we're not doing mine ones. We're doing. There was one, Dean Richards. This is a story I was told. I think it was Alex Tate. For the majority of in fact, all of pre-season, he didn't train in a top. Pretty shredded.
This is Matt Tate's brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, from Newcastle.
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
And this needs double checking, but this is what I heard from secondary source. Probably
Insinuation,
has.
but we'll go with it.
And
It's been added some spice. And
he didn't
pepper.
train in the top all pre-season, and a lot of the season he decided not to train in his top. And Dino, being the old school that he is, he used to make appraisals very awkward and uncomfortable.
Did you have a
by
few
not
of
even
those?
by not even saying anything, and it just be like, oh, okay, fine. And apparently Alex Tate went in for his end of season appraisal, and Dino was sat there with a paper without his top on. And Alex Tate was just like, where do I sit? Where do I sit? And he just like sat down like that, carried on reading the paper without his top on. I was like,
Fair play.
to him for that.
That's hashtag old school.
Old school.
Did you get good appraisals? Did you get like marks,
Oh,
like exam results?
I can't even remember. I don't think I really ever paid attention to an end of season appraisal.
Oh really? Too excited about dressing up in lycra and getting on it for 48 hours.
It's like, you know, well, by the time end of season appraisals came in, I'd been around for like 10 years, so pretty much I wasn't really going to change.
Right.
I didn't really give a shit. Normally you go in hungover. So
Yeah.
It was like,
Is it a big deal now? Is it an important part? What were you going to say? You going to finish it?
No, I was trying to think of the one where we went. Can't remember whether it was in 03 before the World Cup, and we did like a cool off camp. We got an acclimatisation camp in Perth after we'd beaten
That was
Australia.
Greenwood Stag, wasn't it?
Sort of. I went on Greenwood Stag in Cambridge, almost 4
Oh,
Hang on, you're saying you won the World Cup and then
No.
went
No,
into
no,
the
no.
summer tour?
The summer tour before.
Oh, I was going to say, well, I ain't fucking getting in an ice bath if I'm going.
Yeah, we did. No,
Oh, right,
we
you
didn't
didn't.
either.
Okay, fine.
But after that summer tour, I think we did an appraisal, but we'd gone out the night before, and pretty much no one could even remember their appraisal. It was a 10-day like acclimatisation of just being on the smash, unless you were Josh Lucy, who was
In the gym.
my roommate. Who I came in at 5 a.m. every day, and he was up naked stretching before we went surfing.
Oh, really?
It was a great view for me.
Yeah. Good boy. Getting on the board.
He had a cap on though, so it was made it all better.
What, just naked stretching with a
Where?
cap on?
Where
Yeah.
was the cap?
He wasn't that excited about going surfing.
Okay, fine.
Blue
it
balls.
was
Layered.
Eyebrows. That's what this show does. It just layers on layers on layers. What if you leave? You haven't left the club. When you leave a club, do you get like an exit interview, or are they just like pack your bags, clear your locker, and go?
Yeah, it was. No, you didn't have a.
Was it quite weird leaving Bath for Gloucester? I'm just thinking of all those players who are coming to the end of their tenure. At a club.
Judas.
A little bit.
Well, yeah, it was difficult. I didn't really want to leave. Molly
Not
Malone.
a Judas then.
Well, no, we just didn't come to terms. It was mainly a financial reason. It wasn't because I didn't want to play for Bath anymore.
Right.
I just felt that they'd had the best of me for 5 years and not really paid me, and then this was my last contract that I wanted them to, and they wouldn't.
You said something about Molly.
Molly was literally convincing me to stay and really wanted me to stay, and I was like, Molly, it's not.
Chris Malone.
Mate, fuck. Fuck.
He's now
Well,
a teacher down in. Oh, is that,
no, he's not.
He's
He's-
back in rugby, isn't he?
No, he was.
Was he not Sydney University?
So he did Sydney University. Then he went in for the World Cup in 2015 with kicking,
Yes, that's right. He did.
and then he
Mate.
moved up to Super Rugby with New South Wales as doing a bit with them, kicking coach Zach, and now he's in property.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
That well-trodden path.
yeah. Well, he lives out in the bush in the Blue Mountains, so he does things agricultural,
Huts,
property and stuff.
barns.
Good mate, Molly. I do like
He's a
him.
great guy. He used to be with us at Sky, actually.
I think
One
they
of the-
do
one
have
of the most-
houses in the outback as well, mate. When you just
Not many.
Yeah, but you just generalise huts and barns.
said shacks.
Right,
There's some
shacks.
pretty nice ones out there as well.
I know you live in what Hampstead? Is it like nice there and that?
Little
Is
bit.
it Hampstead?
No.
somewhere like that.
Shepherd's Bush,
Shebu.
the Badlands.
Nice.
Just in the Golden Triangle between the Gold Hawk and the Uxbridge Road. It's lively. It is actually very lively. We'll do a live special from there one time. Dubai, Ibiza, is everyone on the same plane to the same destination, or do you like to go touring in the vineyards of... You right?
You said
You must love a family holiday.
Ibiza.
Yeah.
I ain't taking kids to Ibiza.
No, but I mean, does everybody head to the same resorts?
You fall in the same categories, don't you? You know,
Vegas.
single shaggers on low sort of money. They're going to Shagaloof, Malia, might even stretch to a bit of Ibiza, but they're not getting into the Ocean Club with all the VIP. They're actually the people.
They're picking up the drag ends.
They're like, oh yeah, let me so that's the lower
They're coattail
Yeah.
grabbing.
Yeah.
And then you got the big dogs, singles, the old Vegas boys doing all that lot, and then the family guys who just go get a villa and read books
Like you?
like me.
Do you not... Where do you get a villa and read your books?
I don't know, Portugal,
Do you?
Sardinia. Oh, that's nice actually. Where's that? Sicily? No, Italy. Sardinia.
Yeah.
Yeah, where they make sardines. Where is it? Where is it?
Santorini you should go to.
Yeah, Santorini's
That's lovely.
Nice.
That's a little
Greece.
romantic one for you and
Yeah, I'd
Daisy.
like Santorini, wouldn't I?
Yeah. Why? Why are you doing that?
Don't know. it was another. Oh,
And
God.
What do you get, a month? 6 weeks?
5 weeks enforced now. 5 weeks enforced.
Right.
3 weeks completely
Do
off.
you stay fit during it?
2 weeks. Well, I love a bit of gym, don't I?
You
I
do.
do a bit of gym, but I won't do no running. Fuck off, no. Running, that shouldn't be allowed.
Right. In the game itself or just in training itself?
Just all the time.
Just in all the time.
Yeah.
So you do weights during the
So
off
much
season?
better than it used to be.
What, off season?
Yeah.
What was your
Right.
off season like?
Never had 5 weeks in my life.
What did you have?
A week? If
A
you,
week?
if you were still
Fuck
playing
off.
for England.
You had a week off?
Oh,
no.
you'd have to go on tour, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And then you'd come back in and...
And literally they'd say, you can have 2 weeks, but we'll frown upon it if you have more than a week.
Well, then the RPA have done relatively well in fighting that battle.
Well done, RPA. Fucking 5 years too late, you pricks.
Oh, look at this bitterness.
No, I didn't mind it. You just get used to it, don't you?
Do you get on it for 5 weeks and eat what you want, or do you have to be quite controlled and it's only the salad bar at the buffet and not the
Or do
meat
you have
piece?
standards you have to hit when you get back?
Yeah, you got your skin folds and shit like that.
How are your skin folds?
What do you mean?
I mean, how are your skin folds in general in life?
What now?
Yes.
Get fucked.
How are they at the end of the summer?
What?
How are they at the end of the summer?
Fuck off.
Do you raise a
What are you
bat?
asking me
Do you
questions
raise
like
a
this?
bat?
I don't look at what?
You raise a bat.
Just don't
Molly.
ask me questions about that, asshole.
Chris Malone always raised the bat after his little jaunts back to sit,
Let's raise the bat.
100 mils on your skin
Oh my
fold.
God.
It's literally basically you are
That's a good level.
You're 90.
it?
You're 90% butter, and he'd
You
always
fizz in the pan.
he'd always come back, and you know what Molly's like. He'd always quite happily walk into it like it's just going in. Pretty sure I'm raising my bat today, boys.
Pledge.
Yeah, mate. Great rugby brain. If he only had a semi-athletic
He
body.
wasn't the fastest in the back line,
No,
wasn't
he could see a gap. Unfortunately, his body just couldn't take him anywhere near it before it shut.
Should we talk about the end of the season? Where are Quins? Where are you? What are the hopes? What are the dreams?
Well,
what
we're
are you
on fourth.
setting
We're
your
fourth, aren't we?
stall out for? Yes.
We're fourth, going a bit of a dip in form at the moment.
Yes.
What are we four games in the league we've lost on the trot?
Something like that.
But we've got three left, haven't
Good
we?
job you're not thinking about it.
We got
Why?
fucking
Why
hell.
have you dipped now?
What do you mean? Well, you can't pick and choose when you dip and don't.
I just wonder if, when you
Sometimes you
gather
dip.
in the team room on a Monday, whether you can pinpoint why things aren't firing at this point of the campaign.
So you're 10 points behind third, and you've got
I think third might be done.
Wasps,
I
Northampton,
think it's the
and Bath
shootout for
possibly could catch it.
Bath aren't
You're
gonna
playing
catch
it's the
it.
shootout for fourth now.
Well, I'm just saying they
Because
could.
you had the Northampton
Yeah,
game, didn't you?
Northampton 45, 46, 47. So one less.
Are you still confident?
Yeah, very confident.
Good.
Who
Mate,
have you got left?
we got extra away,
Loss.
Tigers at home,
Banker.
Win.
and Wasps away.
That could be it, couldn't it?
Could be
Wasps
the
away.
Come
shootout
down
for
to that.
that
Yeah, it
last
could be.
Good crack, mate. Well, mate, we're in a good spot. Can't lose 5 in a row, can you? No.
How great a success would it be for the club to make top 4 this year, given everything that...
What were we?
has gone?
Joint 10th, joint 11th last year?
Yeah.
Fucking, that'd be huge for us.
Because you didn't have a great start this year, did you?
No. We started
then
up, the first
picked
game
it
was
up.
good, but then we lost 2 or 3 on the trot. Bath at home was a big blow.
Yeah.
But Guzzy's, still been trying to put his stamp on it. And, yeah, if we finish top 4, it'd be fucking brilliant for the club. But we're still...
That would, in all likelihood, give you a trip back to Sandy Park.
Yeah.
Anything can happen on the day.
Well, it'd be better atmosphere go to Sandy Park away than it would be fucking Allianz, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Genuine expectations for the end of the season.
Top 4.
Well, it has to be, right?
Has to be. It's within...
And a valiant...
It's in our control. That's the difference.
2 wins away.
We don't need to rely on other people. We need to get at least 2 out of 3 wins, which is very doable for us. We're in a good spot, mate. We're in a good spot. I'm bound to say that, though, aren't I?
Yeah. But I like the belief.
I'm just thinking.
How do you call...
guaranteed.
Do you think Exeter 1, Sarries 2, Gloucester 3, Quins 4 is how it will finish, or do you think Wasps, Northampton, or Bath aren't going to do it, are they? But do you think they might force their way in?
I think it's pretty set. No, I think...
You don't have to be nice because
No, I
I'm
think-
sat next to you.
I just think you'll win that game against Wasps. I think that'll get you in.
Well, what if we lose these 2?
Well, you could get Exeter on a rest day because they are so far ahead that they could probably rest for a game, and you might.
They've already had a week off, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're fucked.
Pardon? Fucking hell, mate. We could,
Chip in a chair.
Fine.
Would Guzzy ever think, right, okay, well let that one go and think focus on that home game against Leicester?
No.
He'll go for all 3.
Yeah, we haven't got...
You've only got 3 games to get through, haven't you?
Yeah.
You can't do it that way.
Anything interesting amongst the ranks? Everyone well in Quins? Robbo? Mike Brown?
Robbo's well. Brownie's well.
Were they all hoping for a big summer?
Kev retired, didn't he?
He did.
Oh, no, he's not retired yet.
He's retiring, isn't
retiring. Yeah. Big James Hall.
he? What a servant to the game of rugby union.
Yes, although I have been made aware, in fact, I did the research, that he's never sat on the bench for the club.
Is that right?
Yeah, in 66 appearances.
Do you think that's in his
You
contract?
judge that.
Well, I need to have a look at his contract, I think. I'm going to have to ask him. Has he got in his contract? He said, mate, I fucking start or I don't play. That's it. I don't fucking sit on the wood. I'm too good for that.
Why is he retiring?
Would you judge him or would you applaud him
What, for sitting on the bench?
for not sitting on the bench and writing that in his contract? Would you be jealous that you hadn't done that?
No. Fair play to him.
There you go.
Yeah, fair play to him. Well played, sir.
Does he still get abuse for stamping on the head of Alan Wynne-Jones in the first test in 2013?
Dave Ward likes to get stuck into him on a regular basis.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
And James has a very good defence on that and likes to claim that he's the only Australian ever to get off of it twice.
Yes.
Of the same.
Yeah.
What was that film?
Double Jeopardy.
Yeah, there you go. He's very proud of that.
Is he?
Very proud
Fracture.
of that.
Very
Well
good
done, Big
movie.
Kev.
What's that about? Anthony Hopkins.
What's what?
Fracture.
Yeah,
Oh,
who else
yeah.
was in it?
Who was the
It was when
cop who was... Yeah, well, he shot his wife.
That was it. Good.
And then him turning off the machine ended the double jeopardy because he got off for attempted murder.
Is that still a rule in America?
Yeah, I don't think you can't get... Well, anyway,
can't get tried for the
anyway,
same
you can't get tried for the
Case
same thing.
twice.
What, even over here?
Yeah,
Even over here?
Are you
think-
planning something?
Daisy, run!
Checking, right?
Time for this week's Guinness Perfect Pour, our weekly test in 119 and a half seconds, because that's how long it takes to pour the perfect pint. This week we've decided to play it straight because these are the things we can do when Sick Note isn't here. Actually, he's been quite good. His 15's been quite good of late.
Yeah.
What is that?
You've got a couple to fill in.
You boys been showing him up.
He's got a
have
panel. He's now got a committee of friends who pick the team for him.
you? Who the fuck is this committee of friends that pick it for
They're
him?
schoolmates.
Oh, bloody
We want a
schoolmate.
team 1 to 15, which is the best players you have played with or against. Which one of you has actually got a complete team?
I've got a complete team. I'm now just quickly putting together a tourist team.
I've got.
Okay,
I've got
you can
two
only
co-
pick 1 15. You can amend. You can
okay.
bend the rules.
Okay, I'll stick
Do
with my
tourist
15
team.
I've
Do
done.
tourist team, but do it quickly.
I've got 2 teams and now I'm drawing penises.
Okay.
What?
So I laughed. Would you like to go first, Sweet Josephina's up.
No,
Guest of the week.
eldest, royalty.
Do you want to go first, Tins?
Okay.
No, because he's doing his touring 15. You go first.
I'll do that at the end. If you
Okay.
want to. Look, I don't know anything about front rows, so I've probably picked a loose head at tight head, a tight head at loose head. I don't know. So I've got Heyman,
At what?
1. So obviously the wrong side.
No, it's 3.
Yeah. I've got Phil Greening at 2. Basically, he's a bit of a tourist, but the skill set on the lad, I don't know fuck all about scrummaging. I think he hit his lineouts. So
Got around the paddock.
I'm just going around the paddock, basically.
Natalie Imbruglia?
And he did some good shagging.
Big bits.
Bits.
Even though she...
Guilty.
We probably can't go into it because she denied it. It's weird. But maybe he just used that as an excuse to get him out of a training session with Dave Redding in England. I don't know.
What? It turned around. Sorry, Dave. I can't
No,
come
he
in for
rang him.
extra fitness. I'm shagging.
He rang him and said, "Mate, I can't leave. I can't come to training."
Was Dave a nice bloke to go?
I'm
Fair
a
play,
herd.
mate.
And he went,
You
"Yeah,
crack
fair
on.
play. You've got to stay."
Nice. Like that.
You know you would, though, wouldn't you?
Yeah, fair.
TS.
Fair.
Trevor Woodman at 3.
No.
At 1.
One.
Have I just got them all the way around?
You won a World Cup with him. And what number did he have on his shirt?
1 or 3? 1.
I have to say.
Would you think you'd be pissed
Well,
off if he went,
no, because
Tids, he had a fucking 10 on his
But
back?
I always thought Vix had one on, but there you go.
No,
we're
we're getting very muddled.
I'll tell you what, a couple of arrows, right? That. And
So should we start again?
forgiven.
Take 4. Trevor Woodman at 1.
Trevor
I just
Woodman.
think it's a
Greening.
lack of respect, but, whatever. It's
Carl Heyman at 3.
I've got John O at 4. That's probably wrong as well. Did he play 4? No, he did play 4.
He did play 4.
I've got Backy's Botha 5, but he probably played 4 as well. But he doesn't
Yeah,
make
Matt
the
was
second
5.
row.
Why backies?
Just need an enforcer. I think.
What, Jono's not an enforcer.
Well, I just don't want it. They're
Well,
much
he's not over
He's,
enforcing.
he's doubled up there, hasn't he?
He's done,
I like that.
double or quits.
Yeah.
dropping it down because
Yeah.
my back row doesn't really have an enforcer.
Although, when is this team playing?
What,
Well,
is
not
Is this
today.
due for
year?
a fixture?
Is it? Are you
They-
talking
these
summer
are-
and winter?
Players in their
No,
prime.
like, are they
Players in their prime.
Prime.
Oh.
What, you're picking a team...
Well, I'm picking it as if they're going to play. Like, lads, we're fucking getting together now and we're playing on
But I've
Saturday.
never played with
putting
all
the
the
band back
players that
together.
you've played with.
Oh, yeah. Okay, fine. Yeah, I've misunderstood this.
first time.
I had to have the enforcers because my back three aren't. Bobby Skinstad, great tourist, and
Well, you
phenomenal
got Bobby at
talent.
6.
Yeah, I've sort of got them the wrong way around. Sorry, there's supposed to be another arrow
Sure.
there.
There's a lot of arrows going
Yeah.
on to your 15.
So, okay, 6 would be Richard Hill.
Yeah.
7 will be Bobby Skinstad, and I've got Sergio Parise at 8.
Biggest hands of... I mean, there are some big hands in rugby, but Sergio Parise, biggest hands in rugby?
How do you know?
Because I've shaken many hands in rugby.
Talk it up. Talk it up.
Yeah, okay. Checkmate. 9?
9, I've gone George Gregan. It was a close call between Justin Marshall and George Gregan. Justin almost got in there.
4 more years, boys,
What?
4 more years. Gregan. Did he not have the most of any man on
Oh, he
field
loved,
of play
he,
today?
he loved a
Chopsy?
bit of chat, but it was only on field. He's nice,
Nice
possibly
pass
the
field.
world's nicest man off field.
Yeah.
We had this debate.
Hang on, better than Gandhi?
I think he is.
Oh. That's a bit cool.
He loves a flip flop too.
Wow. Yeah, strong. Good reason for being the nicest man in the world. Like it.
Gandhi's flip flop.
Yeah.
Who's your 10?
Oh.
Dan
We're
Carter.
making friends with that. Oh, mate, that's a late change.
That's
That's a late change.
Loyalty's just out the window in rugby, isn't it?
Why?
Yeah, just out the window.
I think Wilk had a period where he was better, but then I think over his international career, Carter was better over the period, over his full international career. I know that Wilco got a lot of injuries, but I think Carter just did it consistently.
Apparently, Carter's going to be a guest on House of Rugby. Wilco, not so much. Oh, I'd love to have Wilco on, but
Well, basically, if you
Good
want
luck
him,
with
if
that
you
one,
want
mate.
him on in 3
I-
years, if you want him on in 3 years, I'll send the email tomorrow.
yeah.
Because it takes 3 years for him to reply to an email or a text.
Because
Or
he's
a
got a
phone
lot
call.
on, or...
I don't know, but
Just not
you
usually
send
interested, I
it.
don't
Say you try and ring him, it doesn't work. So you send him a text message. You'll get a text message back in about 3 years, as if it had just received it. I'm like, dude, it was fucking 3 years
So
ago.
not only are you not putting him in your team, you're now bagging his communication
Yeah,
skills.
just his admin skills are pretty,
Okay,
pretty
fine.
basic.
Yep.
I've got 11 is Lomu,
Boss.
greatest rugby player to ever play the game.
Strong.
12 again.
Just quickly on Lomu. What was it? 2002.
Yeah, ran over me, scored. Yeah,
Is it Lomu
You held on to him.
or is it Lomu?
Jonah Lomu, I think it is.
Well, you played against
Jonah
him.
Lomu.
Okay, we'll go with Lomu.
Maybe it's Northern.
You Northern, are you? I thought you played for Gloucester and Bath.
I used to be. I wasn't born there.
Born up north.
Born in Otley.
12.
You're from Otley, are you?
Ah.
Oh, nice place that.
Lovely.
Yeah, lovely ground that, yeah. Very green.
Very good. Lovely moors.
Very good. 12.
12. I have done loyalty here. Will Greenwood. Just.
Not worth not picking him.
A special mention to Timmy Horan, Nonu, and Yannick Jojon, who probably would have
What a
been
player.
next. Yannick Jojon. I wanted to go Joe Rocca-Coco at 13, but Marler pointed out he didn't really
He's a
play
winger.
13, but
I know my rugby,
he was
mate.
a genius.
No, you did play 13 for
He did.
Racing.
How many times?
Yeah, he
17.
never played.
17. How many times did he play wing?
For
Well, he had-
Racing or in his
Well, he
career?
had 60.
In his career.
Well, he had 68.
361.
Yeah,
So that would make him a
that's a good made-up number.
Versatile player.
well played.
I've got Drico, obviously just a bit of a legend. 14, Rumbini, Thouthou and Buka, possibly the best
Southall
player.
Luther.
Well, one of the best players that's ever
You
played
can't help
for
yourself, can you?
Well, just for those who
Southall
Go on, do it
might
again.
be confused.
What's wrong with you?
We play Southall Nabutha.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
You did it in your
Nabutha.
patronising voice
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Kau Unabuka isn't quite right. Thou.
Just let him do
And
his
then Jason Robinson at 15. And that's hard for me not to put Christian Cullen in there, but when I played against Christian Cullen, his knee was pretty
Was that for Munster?
bollocks. Yeah. Would he not
He
have
played
played
for
in early
Munster?
2000s? In the games we used to, in the autumn series, I'm sure he played in one of those.
Might have done. 2000, 2001, 2002. Yeah,
Somewhere.
possibly.
But he bugged his knee, so he didn't have that speed that he had.
Ben Blair played 15 in 2002.
Cardiff Blues.
There's a nose. Oh, you see? Welcome to the party. Joe, you're 15, please. You're
Yes.
going back through your quite extensive notebook, I might say. Can I also just
not
put on
that
record that
extensive.
you have extremely nice handwriting?
Thank you. I practice.
Do you?
Yeah.
That's very nice.
Thank you.
Hieroglyphics.
He's one of those men who writes in capitals.
Only for things that are important and need to take up room. Otherwise, I will join up my writing neatly.
Okay, away we go. Stand by your
There's
beds.
a bit of calligraphy.
Tony Woodcock 1. Rory Best 2. Carl Heyman 3. They're all in the right
All in the right
order.
position.
Thank you.
Tony Woodcock, can I just say, I had
Just
Tony...
unbelievable, mate.
Because?
Durability, scrummaging technique, around the park, scored a try in the World Cup
I had
final.
Tony Woodcock first try scorer in the 2011 World Cup final. That's 66-1.
Eyebrows?
Eyebrows,
What was he?
66-1.
Yeah, no. Did he score first?
Yes.
So how much you put on it?
I was a charity bet. I put 50 quid on, I think, for charity at 66-1. And when he scored, I cheered so loudly, my daughter went through the ceiling.
She okay?
Well, yeah, I had to give her some fish to cheer her up, but that's all very, very good. That's my Tony Woodcock story for those that want it. Rory Best, Sir Best.
Sir Best, OBE. Legend.
Retiring.
Brilliant. Yeah.
Best hooker
happens
you've
to you
ever
all.
played with or against.
Phil Greening is the best hooker you've ever played with or against.
Fair point.
Okay.
What did you say?
I said, Rory Best, the best hooker you've ever played with or against. And he said, Phil Greening, the best hooker.
Right, okay.
And I went, fair point.
Alan Wynne-Jones, number 4. Paul O'Connell, number 5.
Anything interesting there? Alan Wynne, how inspiring to play alongside in the Lions. Man, a few words?
Didn't play many midweeks, mate.
No, but you trained, travelled, badinaged with.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
Is he gives nothing to the media?
Does he not?
No.
He's not. Well played there. He's not like that. He's
That's
very,
that's where I was going.
Yeah, you know that though.
Well, I'm just asking you.
He's very eccentric.
Is he?
Very eccentric.
Alan from Wales. More than you? That must
like
be quite
that.
an eccentric office.
He's very eccentric.
What, more than you?
I'm not eccentric.
What are you?
What's eccentric mean?
That shit crazy.
Quirky.
No, it doesn't. It means the slow
Concentric?
contraction of the muscle.
No.
Does it
No,
not?
doesn't. No, it doesn't. What
Yes, you
muscle?
do. You do an eccentric rep.
If you go, hey!
No, fuck off. I'm right on that one.
I mean,
Paul
you've absolutely
O'Connell.
stumped me. I don't even know how to get back into the conversation.
Asymmetric is what you're thinking.
Oh, fuck off, both of you. I'm not having this or coming ever again. You hear me?
Are you free? Actually, genuinely, are you free next week?
No.
Oh,
Paul O'Connell, nails. Fucking
Paddy,
Jerome Kano,
nails.
not fucking shit out here. Honestly. Nails. He can hit. Justin Tiprick, skill set like no other back row I know.
Flamboyant.
Jouet,
Yeah.
but in Welsh. So, Jouet.
But
Kieran Reid. Is he an 8? Yeah, he is an 8. Yeah, fuck. Will Genya. Not giving you a lot on here. And this
No,
is a
I'm
very...
ticking through.
Oh, it's a non-English. Sorry, I had to make sure
lovely.
I've covered my back then. Dan Carter. Sivivatu. Sivivatu.
Sitoveni Sivivatu.
Sisavani Vitavatu.
Sitoveni Sivivatu.
Sifavani Vitavatu. Do it again.
Sitoveni
Sitaveni
Sivivatu.
Sivavatu.
Correct, Charlie.
Oh, you have to say it more camper to get it right.
Well, it helps.
Okay, fine. Ma Nonu.
Yeah.
Brian O'Driscoll.
Yep.
Joshua Tuasova.
Biggest legs in rugby.
Yep. And Israel Folau.
Hold.
And the
but-
night out, after we'd have played our game on Saturday, I'd take them out in Brighton.
Would you? 2. The Blue Oyster.
Couple of clubs.
Do you want to name check any of them for free entry next weekend?
No, I don't think I'm allowed in them.
Oh. Are you banned from most nightclubs in Brighton?
Oh, my fuck. Don't go out, mate.
I've picked very quickly a 15 of people that I've broadcasted with.
With?
Yeah.
Okay.
So people who I've had in studio alongside at various points.
Oh,
Would you like me
God,
to get
this
through
could
it?
be dreadful.
Number 1, the most exhausting interview I have ever done. Mr. Joe Marler.
Guilty. You've done that on purpose, haven't you?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Skull
redeem
Brits,
himself.
Keith Wood, big shouts at 2, but I've gone with the boss, Sean Fitzpatrick.
Fitzy.
Don't argue. Paul Wallace on the Lions tour of 2013.
Definitely.
Just
Definitely
edges
be
out
on the
Phil
tour-
Vickery.
He'd definitely be on the
He's a
tourist
very,
15.
very good tourist. We'll do a separate show on Paul Wallace another time. I've got Ali Williams in the second row. What a boy.
What's a tourist,
Great
eh?
tourist.
What's a tourist?
Alongside Paul O'Connell. What a man.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't leave out my current squeeze, James Haskell, but Stephen Ferris, Lions tourist in 2017, runs him very, very close indeed. And actually, they'd have a hell of a set too if only one of them wanted the 6 shirt. 7, Pat Sanderson. Captain, I don't give a fuck. Absolute ledge. Absolute ledge.
You've not...
Dr. Tom
you
Rees,
have-
a late
You've
shout.
not worked with any other back
But
rower.
it's better than
No,
that.
this is the guy. These are the people who I've most enjoyed working with.
Oh, fucking hell. That's not the remit.
He had a
Why
slightly
not?
different remit. To
Oh,
us,
well,
didn't he?
you could have told me
Tom
that,
Rees,
remit.
big shout at 7. Scott Quinnell, all out ledge, and the best bear hug in rugby at 8, just nudging out Zinzan Brook. Very good. Tippage. Roy Lawson and Dowie Morris get to share the 9 shirt. Dowie first to the bar, Rory last. Out of the bar.
Yeah.
10 is very strong.
Liner.
Barnes, Liner, Wilkinson, O'Gara, and Carter.
Can't play them all.
No,
Go pick one.
I've gone Barnes. Judge, jury, and executioner all in one.
Fucking hell. What you gone for
Left wing,
Barnes for?
I've gone star power. I've gone the most competitive ex-pro out there, Ian Evans.
Ian.
Ian.
Yeah.
Well, no, Ian Evans was the second row.
Yeah,
Yanto.
that's who I thought you meant.
No, Ian was Wales captain.
Well,
back
if
in.
that's who you meant, that's fine.
That is. I've also gone loyalty at 12 and picked Greenwood.
Coward.
Nod to Dr. Jamie Roberts.
Yeah.
We did the European Cup
Dutch.
final on a private jet last year, and J. Rowe.
Have you done a lid 15?
No, but that is a very good shout.
That's
Perhaps
a
we
good
extend
shout.
15s by one.
Maybe you should ask
Tins,
the
you're in at
fans what they
13.
want,
Not worth my life to leave you out either. Shane Horgan on the right wing. Arguably the most interesting bloke in rugby.
Good tourist.
Absolute ledge. And the greatest European tourist to ever come and work for Sky Sports, Matt Perry, who went to Italy to cover a game one Saturday, was meant to come home on the Sunday,
Yeah, great.
had a very good week, and stayed out in
I
Italy
really want to tell you a
for the
story
game the
about
following
his-
Saturday.
I want to tell you a story about his last ex-wife, but I don't think I should.
Probably not.
Possibly not. Yeah, you're wincing a lot of that. What are you wincing at most of?
What?
My 15.
Oh,
Barnes
shit.
Barnes at
Yeah,
10.
it's-
Should we cut the whole thing?
What, you're 15?
You're 15, yeah, possibly.
Nah, keep it in.
No, just
I think this
people
has been-
understand where you've been, where you're at.
What? And rap.
So you're basically playing with you've been with Liner possibly, but you're not doing it on Rugby Talent, are you?
No. You're doing it on picking a tourist 15.
I don't like
I
where
know,
you've
you-
put the goalposts.
I picked it on my best team that I'd like to play with. My tourist 15 would have been Leonard, Greening, Case Muse, but I liked to put Wallace. I forgot about him. Shawsey. I would have gone with Ali Williams, Bobby Skinstad, Lol. I need a 6, which I haven't found. Justin Marshall, the greatest tourist ever.
Also the greatest footwear in rugby.
Bolshestag was on fire. Stephen,
Donald?
yeah, is definitely my fly half.
White baiting.
Zach Guilford is,
Jesus, this is not tourist, this is a loose 15.
well, that's what Dricko, Christian Cullen, possibly the loosest man on the planet, and Mills Molina. He has some issues off the field too. There you go.
Good Tory 15. How you feeling? We've out-Marlered Marler, I think, at times this week.
No, you just spoke about... You asked to speak about rugby.
Did I? Not
Yeah,
too much.
You asked us to analyse the semi-finals.
Fair
or
amount of shit
something.
spoken, that is for sure.
Was there? I didn't think we spoke that too much shit. I thought it
I
was
was
like...
playing on the analyse.
Oh,
Are you going to go Google eccentric now?
Eccentric.
right. Can you Google if Si or Xander, can we...
Si's
you
in
do
his car.
eccentric reps in the gym, and you can do isometric, and you can do concentric,
Unconventional and slightly strange. Says, or weird.
or
Through the
You
world
can do
of-
eccentric.
No, eccentric. Or eccentric.
Oh.
Oh shit, it is. Marler wins. Who'd have thunk it?
Eccentric contraction is the motion of an active muscle when lengthening under load.
Every day is a
I
good
thought it
day,
was
says your
concentric.
T-shirt, and today has finished in bloody fine style.
is that a one? That's a 2-1.
Si, can we cut that?
Yeah, can we cut that? With the rest of it. And wrap. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to the House of Rugby. We are a YouTube show and a podcast. Don't forget to download and watch our boxing show, TK with Carl Frampton and Boys Don't Cry with Russell Kane. This week on traditions. Thank you to Tins. Thank you to Joe Marler. Come and see us again very soon. Goodbye to our viewers. See you again next week.
See ya.
You've been watching the House of Rugby on Joe, together with Guinness. Drink responsibly. Visit drinkaware.co.uk for the facts.